All right. So today we are with Rachel, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her healthy lifestyle journey. My name is Ebony. I'm a certified health coach, and I help women locally, nationally, and internationally. So as we're talking, if you decide that you need a little bit of extra attention one-on-one, I also have group online courses available that I would love you to be a part of. Just send me a message, let me know how I can help you, and I will definitely aid you in the best way that I can. But for today, we are going to talk a little bit about Rachel and her journey into a healthy lifestyle. She's actually one of the members of my Facebook group, Nutrition, the number 4, Busy Women. If you guys are not in it already, look it up. I'd love to have you be a part of it. It's a positive community. Everyone's always inspiring, motivating, and I would love to have you as well. So Rachel, tell us just a little bit about what sparked your interest into pursuing a healthy lifestyle.
Just basically looking at myself one day and saying I wanted to be healthy and tone up, muscle up like I was in high school. I was watching YouTube one day and someone on there inspired me by listening to their story, and they showed before and after pictures, and also looking up pictures off of Facebook, just social media in general, just looking at all my pages and saying, you know what, let's just do it. Give it a shot and see if it works out for me, pretty much.
Okay. And what types of resources did you feel to be the most helpful? Because a lot of times we'll go online these days and it's just so much information. So are there any particular key people or key websites that you feel would be the most helpful to people that just don't have a clue?
Yes. You can also, like, say you're watching your regular shows off TV, like The Real was one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite shows, and watching them, they will come up and be like, you know what, they would say stuff that they want to change throughout the year, and I will say, oh my gosh, they would say things that they will wanted to change throughout the year, and I would just say, you know, me too, and then you just kind of have like you don't really know them, but you feel like you know them, and that would inspire me to want to change myself as well. And then like Dr. Oz, I would watch that show, and he would say, studies have shown this. So I'm like, you know, that sounds like it could be right or accurate information. So then that also sparked me to do it. So those 2 shows right there is very known. So those 2 are good sources to just look at one day and change your lifestyle.
So you mentioned Dr. Oz, and then what was the other show?
The Real.
The Real?
On Fox 26 here in Houston, Texas.
Okay. And I've heard many people say things like, you know, I would exercise, I would eat healthier, but I really don't have a strong support system. So what do you suggest for people that really just don't have many people around them to help get them going and help give them that push that they need?
Well, first, you're going to have the right mindset. You're going to have to be strong enough to say, I'm going to do this for me, and then look out for other resources like Google. Just type in healthy lifestyle. That can be a very good start to showing you what you're going to need to do to start your healthy lifestyle. And if you don't have friends or family that's actually trying to do the same thing you're doing, just go look for them. They have plenty of websites. Meetup.com is something you can just go join a group. Just like Ebony here, I looked her up on Facebook and joined. It's really that simple. All the social medias is going to be able to help you if you don't have a physical support system like myself. I don't have any physical person here telling me, go do a push-up or let's go run. I have to go and to actually ask my friends, you want to go to the park today? And if they tell me no because they're busy or they're doing something, all I do is just go online and be like, Fitness Blender, they're on YouTube. I type them in and see what they're doing that day and just do their workout, or just inspiration by looking at the people I watch on YouTube. YouTube is the main thing that helped me start my journey and stick with it.
Yeah, and for many people that move into a new town, I'm glad you mentioned meetup.com, because for many people that move into a new town, it's extremely difficult to meet people of like mind and of like interest. So if you know that you want to pursue a healthy lifestyle and you need people around you that are also into eating clean, as we call it, or eating healthy and exercising consistently, then you need to get yourself in those communities. Because as we know, if you walk past 10 people walking down the street, maybe at most 1 or 2 of those people embrace a healthy lifestyle.
Right.
8 or 9 of those people don't. Knowing how to navigate your community and finding the people of like mind is key. I always tell people that, you know, fitness models and athletes, you make it look easy.
Yeah.
But we also have a strong support system. So it's not us by ourselves that are motivating us to go to the gym when we don't feel like going to the gym. And of course, you're going to have those days where you don't go to the gym or you indulge on cake for half the day. There's going to be those days that occur, but you don't stay there very long.
And it's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay. But you real quickly will bounce back to eating healthier. Tell us a little bit about what healthy means to you. What kind of foods have you introduced into your life that you consider to be quote unquote healthy food?
Just veggies, more veggies, and more fruit is what I feel to be healthy. Things that come out of the ground instead of buying versus processed things like going out to eat or processed packaging. Like instead of getting a frozen pea, or not, I don't eat peas. Let me take that back. Frozen spinach or frozen kale or anything frozen, I would just go to the local grocery store and just look at their produce section. If it looks good, no holes in it, no, you know, it smells good, the kale or spinach, I would just get fresh. And 9 times out of 10, it's actually cheaper to get the produce because of the bunch quality compared to the frozen. And that's my main thing. I forgot to say this earlier. My main thing that helped me motivate as well is being so cheap. I am so cheap. It's ridiculous. And saving, I feel like meat is so expensive, right? So cutting that out actually, you know, help my budget out on my groceries, at least for me. And that's another way to just incorporate this healthy lifestyle to you as well. People think it's so expensive to be healthy, and you don't have to get quote unquote organic food all the time, because I also believe that some people actually put there on their packaging just to get you to buy it, you know. So just trying to get more raw fruits and veggies into your diet instead of getting processed stuff. And if you can't afford certain organic or whatever, just get frozen instead of canned and all that. So that's what I think healthy is just natural stuff instead of, you know, processed.
Yeah, what you said is key about just starting where you are. You can't go to the store and buy all organic food, and you know, there's organic is on different levels.
Yeah.
Way to say that. So it's not always that you're getting what you're thinking that you're getting. So just starting where you can and introducing more real food. Like she said, food out of the ground. We all know that, for example, chicken nuggets is not out of the ground. Pizza is not out of the ground. So you giving that to yourself saying, I got my tomato in for the day. Well, you know, there's a better way of eating tomato than eating pizza. So I think that most people that are serious about their health can make that distinction. I think it's more so, like you mentioned earlier, really getting into the right mindset to say, I'm doing this because whatever your reasons are for doing it.
Right.
So what do you think about, we hear about the body positive movement a lot. And a big part of that is to, as women, not beat ourselves up so much about having the perfect figure and looking the best on the block. But then there's also people that take it to the extreme that may be 200 pounds overweight, and they say, well, you know, I want to die happy and I'm going to eat all the pizza and fries I want. I'm comfortable with my weight. Yes, I'm 200 pounds overweight, but this is how I want to live my life. What do you say to those people to encourage them?
That's really tough because I've said those things before, saying that you can't tell me to tone this up or feel, you know, tell me my stretch marks is going to keep me where I'm at or whatever the case. It's really just your own insecurities and things that's going to keep you where you at saying those things. To me, you have to be actually wanting to be happy and actually seeing results. You have to at least try it. You know, that's the thing, like, at least I tried is what you can say when you go on this route. excuse me, my weight for obesity is like 160 when I went to an actual doctor, and he said that, yeah, at 160, if you go past it, that'll be obese. And I'm like, well, I don't want to do that because I want to at least be healthy enough to be here for my children. If I'm telling them you want to be healthy, you're going to have to try to do it yourself as well. So what I have to say to those people is just, I feel like that's coming from some unhappiness deep down inside when you're telling yourself, I'm going to stay unhealthy. I think no one wants to really, really be unhealthy. They want to be just done with people and the negativity is when I think that comes from. But I just would say, everybody different. So if your doctor's telling you you're fine at 200, be 200, and be happy. But don't just put on the front saying you're happy when you're really not. Just try to be a better you. That's all you can do. You can't make other people happy, and you can't go off of social media. So many airbrushes going on right now. They have where you can spray on abs. I mean, so just try to be a better you, and don't fall for everything you see on TV because it's not true.
Right. And that is so true. You have miserable size 0s and wildly confident and healthy size 12s. So it's not so much the number on the scale, it's how healthy and happy you are. And the key word being healthy. You have a 0 that survives off of pizza and beer all day long. So you really have to check yourself and say, how healthy am I? Because really that's what it's all about at the end of the day, prolonging your life and prolonging your quality of life. And for many people, they say, well, I knew somebody that used to eat organic and go running all the time and they died in their sleep. Well, that's all well and fine. But what you're doing is you're creating an environment where you're increasing the likelihood of your quality of life going up. That's what it is. Anything can happen to anybody any day. You can die in a car accident tomorrow. But you're increasing the likelihood of your quality of life. It's all probability.
Right.
So what do you think about your fitness in terms of how that compares to your desire to eat healthier?
Well, I like to work out because it's like a stress relief for me. And it makes me feel energized, kind of. If you work, it depends, I guess. Say you want to do a simple workout like arms, you won't feel too exhausted after that because you just worked on your arms, and you actually get your heart rate hot beating so that you'll be energized to do so. When I do cardio, I feel good, like especially in the morning time. Throughout the day, I'm like, where all this energy come from? I'm cleaning up, I'm actually playing with my kids, taking them to a park, going places, and I figure, you know what? It's because I worked out this morning. I got myself up and I did something, and that's why I feel like if you want to do exercising, that can be the positive thing to that, is actually getting more energy and motivating you to see the results later on. When you see a cut in your arm, you got that from actually exercising, not just eating healthy. But I'm slacking on that right now, but it's okay for me because I know I'm gonna get back in it. And then I have like dumbbells at home that I could just use if I feel like I want to just stay at home and exercise. But right now, so far, I'm just eating smoothies, drinking smoothies, and cooking myself healthy meals right now to get back on track, because I did get off track. So I'm 2 weeks strong on just doing just the eating portion right now, but then I'm going to boost myself up some more to start actually going out running again, because I like to run. I like the outdoors, watching birds fly, all that good stuff. So I mean, that's how I do it. You just easily take yourself into the fitness part. I would recommend just starting with food first. Just me.
Yeah, and for many people, they say things like, well, I just don't like vegetables.
Yeah.
I would love to eat healthy, but the rest of my family hates healthy food. So what are some recommendations that you give to those people, and how did you make it so that you adjusted to mostly a vegetarian lifestyle while your family is still consuming a lot of the foods that they're consuming?
Yes, just little by little, day by day, step by step. All you have to do is just, instead of getting the French fries, add asparagus. Like say your meal is chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and a green. Instead of doing, instead of the mashed potatoes, use like a green veggie. So you can just do their chicken nuggets and their mashed potatoes and their corn or whatever, and you can do instead of the meat, you can just use mushrooms and mix with some onions or peppers and your asparagus. It's just little stuff by little you'll have to incorporate into your meal. Whatever meat they eat, for me, I just add in mushrooms or just veggies and peppers. The day I started actually just counseling out is when I saw this site where they were talking about how meat can stay inside your intestines for a little longer, and I just don't, that just threw me off. I was like, you know what, I'm going to just cut it out and see how it works for me. So I tried it for a week, and I was, just regular. And some people are saying that they're clogged up, and I'm saying, well, what are you, how much meat you eating? And that's usually the case. It's just a lot of backup. So if you can just try to slowly take things out, that's the only way to really start to completely take it out of your diet.
Yes, and a more professional or technical term for that some people use is the elimination diet. And I actually just posted something about the elimination diet in my Facebook group, Nutrition for Busy Women. And many people have illnesses and headaches and migraines and eczema based off of the foods that they're eating. And what many people have started to realize is that when they don't eat certain things, those symptoms actually go away or improve. So a part of getting healthier is to start to see, how can I eliminate certain foods out of my normal diet, such as, for example, dairy, and feel better and look better without always having to rely on prescription medication. Some people don't make that connection. So they go to the doctor and they get prescribed such and such medication that now they're paying $50 a month for, that they could have really just eliminated a certain food out of their diet and had that extra $50 do something else that they enjoy. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. What other key info do you think that women that are busy raising children or have a significant other need to hear, that maybe you're still challenged with, or that you have a firm grasp?
That I was saying mainly is it's just still a mind thing and a self-will. You just have to keep saying to yourself, basically, I want to be healthy me. I want to be a better me. And they might even jump on wagon. I've actually been so strong lately that they were like, oh, let me taste that, and I was able to give my sister a taste of my green smoothie, and it was just completely green. It had kale, spinach, green apples in it. I threw a little pineapple in there to eliminate some of the taste of kale. So, you can really eat all the veggies you want and just add in fruit if you don't like the taste. Ice is another key ingredient in a smoothie to get rid of some of that veggie taste that you might not like. It's all about taste and a mind thing. I mean, if you can sit here and watch a TV show for motivation and for a couple minutes, you can just do the same thing. Take that 30 minutes to prepare some nice healthy food for you with the carrots and the spinach, kale. That's what I really just eat. So I just eat the little veggies that I can do now, and then motivate myself more to get into beets, because I really don't like the taste. So it can be hard because of seeing them and saying that you have to prepare their food for you. Like your kids say, you got to prepare chicken nuggets, prepare chicken, you got to cut it up, cook it, touch it. It's so hard for me to touch red meat because I don't like it. But all I have, you just suck it up and be like, this is for them. And you can eat before you even start cooking for them. You won't even be hungry. You want to get the urge to because sometimes you can smell really good, and that'll really turn you on to eating it. So if you cook before or prep your meals, that'll help you stay focused on your goal and your journey instead of slacking off to what they're doing.
Yeah, and also you mentioned if you have 30 minutes to look at your favorite reality TV show, for example, that you can use that 30 minutes to prep a meal, but you can actually spend that time doing both. You can prep a meal and watch your favorite show at the same time. I think that many people have difficulty with time management and prioritizing their day. And I realize that when I realize that right there in and of itself is really a strong deterrent to people eating healthier and exercising because they don't feel like they have enough time. And then when I look at their schedule, they do have time. They're just prioritizing things differently to not create time. So we have an online course on that as well that anyone that's interested can send me a message and enroll into that as well on how to create more time into your schedule. It's super effective for people that believe that I would exercise, I would work out, but I don't have enough time. I have 5 children. You don't understand. I really don't have enough time. You do have enough time, and I can show you how you have enough time to do it. I think many people also think that fitness models and athletes work out all day, every day, all the time, and some of them do, especially when it's their profession. But for the greater majority of people that are fit and toned, they don't work out all day, every day. It can totally be done in less time, but I think it takes someone like me to help you see that it can be done.
Right.
Rachel, what kind of contact information do you have for people? Are there any kinds of projects or ways that people can get in touch with you so that they can continue seeing you along your journey?
Oh yes, I'm on your page on Facebook, and I have a Facebook. It's my name, Rachel Ross, RACHELROSS. Most of all my sites, I just use my name because it's easier. I think I changed my Instagram to Loved by Rachel, spelled Loved LOVED by BY, and then Rachel RACHEL. And I have YouTube. It's not really active, but if they want to go ahead and start subscribing, that's fine. It's Rachel Ross, Miss Rachel Ross, MS. And then Rachel Ross. You can put it together or separate. It'll still look me up that way. But that's it. I'm just on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And just Rachel Ross. You'll be able to find my face on there.
Okay. And I'm going to make sure that I provide all that information in the comments because I know you couldn't get a pen and write that fast. So all that information definitely will be in the comments if you guys would like to subscribe and follow her. And I do believe that she has exciting things coming up. So even though her YouTube channel isn't, on and popping right now, I encourage you to subscribe so that you can see any future ideas that maybe you could even collaborate with her. We all, teamwork makes teamwork as far as I'm concerned. So we all need each other to help support each other and girl power all the way.
Oh, yes.
Anything else, Rachel, that you would like to share that you feel is of the most inspiration or value to the listeners?
Yes, I do want to add, because I was all over the place. The most important thing is if you just feel like you just can't do it, then you can. All you have to do is pick up your phone like you already do and just Google something. It's easy as healthy. You can just type that in. There's so many links to where you can just click on, or a familiar face or fresh face or something that you would want to try to look like or be like. You can just click on that. And that is the easiest way to start on your journey. Especially like we're doing right now. You could just go to YouTube and put in vegetarian if you want to do that, or how to cut out meat. You just type in those exact words to any social media and it will show you something that will probably pique your interest, and you'll start that easy. That's what I did. I just was down one day. I'm like, what am I crying for? What am I sitting here beating myself up? Just try something. It's nothing permanent. You can just try it out. I started just trying out for 1 week, and I said, I like the results. I feel happy, energetic, and I've been doing it ever since.
Yes, and that is so key, because many people will create excuses and say, I don't know who to talk to about a healthy lifestyle. I don't know any websites. I don't know any resources. But if I told you, if you go online and I'm going to give you $1 million to figure out some resources, and figure out some people to talk to about healthy living, I bet a lot of people would be able to do it.
And it's cheap.
It really just goes back to mindset. If you want something to happen, you are going to create the environment for it to happen.
Yes.
thank you all for listening in. And if any of you are also interested in being interviewed about your success, or you know someone that would love to be interviewed so that they can also inspire the world, let me know. All my information is in the comments. And I'm all for positive, like-minded people. So if there's any way that you would like to collaborate, I'm open to that as well. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and we will talk soon.